we're going to talk about letting go and fears. Letting go and fears. So, basically, what I have discovered over my life, and once I knew that God is within myself, I've discovered that anything that I think about or give energy to, it manifests in my reality. And I start noticing patterns where if I have a certain program in my mind, a way of thinking, a way of doing things, a way of my beliefs, my belief system. So the way I think and I believe things to be my own perspective and reality is with basically being projected out in my world. Honestly, I wished I would know this way sooner, because I feel like I wouldn't still be in the position I am right now. I'm still working a lot of inner things so I can change my movie, my reality. I'm still working in a lot of inner dialogues and how I say things to people and how I communicate to others. I think that's very important. And also feelings and emotions and the way you say things, if they're playful, if they're not playful, if they're sarcastic, if they're, what is the energy behind every word you say, the intent. And I think one of the main things that I've learned is to become aware in every single moment of your life, is to basically be awake in your own dream. And it's really hard because it's so easy to fall asleep again, even though you're awake. You slept last night, right? And then you wake up, and it's like waking up to this other, the most dense dream that you ever will have. The other dreams feel much more lighter dreams, right? When you're dreaming at night, doesn't it feel like much more lighter, like things are just, but at the same time they're kind of crazy because you're just everywhere and nowhere at the same time. But when you come here, it's the most dense reality that you feel, and it also feels like a dream, but it's like it's the most dense one. And I feel like being awake in this dense reality, this dense dream that we are living in right now, because that's how I see life now. Like you go to sleep and it's the opposite. I don't think it's the other way around. I think because we are more than our physical bodies, I started to believe that you're in a dream, you're much more lighter, and then you come here and it's the much more denser reality. But the other ones, it doesn't mean they're not real. It's just it becomes lighter and lighter and lighter. And that's how you heard some people having out-of-body experiences. I think that also has to do with it. I'm not like 100% expert on this topic, but this is what my gut feeling is saying, that you come here and then it's just like another dream. Let's just keep it simple. It's like, I feel like we're in a dream, and then if you wake up inside the dream and you realize you're the one controlling this dream, you're the one creating this just by thought alone. Just like in the other side, it's just that it's lighter. This one is much more denser. Things take more time to come into fruition and to become reality. So it's just the process is much more slower, it seems like. But it doesn't mean that you can't control it. It doesn't mean that you can't put out information in a way that it can manifest back, reflect back into your own reality. So that's something that I've been working on, and I've definitely discovered and realized that there was a lot of things that I manifested in my past just by thought alone, or even just by writing things down on a piece of paper, and then they have become true. Not exactly the way I thought they would, because I don't think I was very specific in some of the things I wrote down, or I didn't really put the right energy into it. And now I'm just trying to figure out how to tune into those right energies so I can get very specific and then really bring that desire into my reality. It's the biggest challenge I've been working on right now in my life. But as like I said, I heard that voice when I was 5 years old that said, God, don't never forget that God is within yourself. So basically, what I've started to interpret from that is that we're always manifesting. Every day you wake up, you have similar thoughts or patterns, things that you do over and over, and it almost seems like you're repeating the same thing over and over for the most part, right? Not everything, but for the most part. And this is where I don't like that. I really wish I could just, wake up to this other reality where I have more freedom, much more control of my life, not letting others control my income or decide how many hours I should work in a day or that. I want to be the one making those decisions for myself. I want to be, in control. So I've been working really hard on that. I definitely have much freedom than I used to have on my other job. That's something that I feel like, so I do feel like I've been getting closer and closer to that I want, but not exactly. But one of the things I've learned is that you really need to let go. You really need to learn how to let go in this life. You can't hold on to what happened yesterday or the day before or what the person has told you or the way they treated you, or you can't hold those things in your heart at all. You gotta really let go of things that are holding you back, because if you stay stuck on the same thoughts, pattern, and energy, the same thing is gonna keep happening. Maybe not the next day, but it will happen in a week or in a month again and again and again, and you're just like, gosh, please, God, please get me out of this. I don't want to live this. And then the more energy you give it, the more you say those words, and the more you're like, God, please stop it. It's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening. That's the sad part. So I'm sorry to say it, but you really have to, really, really, really have to forgive the people around you as much as possible. I know this is the hardest part of all, but you really have to forgive and let go and just basically switch it up in your mind and switch up the thoughts about what you really want to project out in this world. Like, what is it that you really want? And just keep having those images, keep believing in yourself, keep dreaming that this is going to happen, and don't stop. Just keep going and do that, switch it. Let it go, forgive, let it go. I've been using these words where I say, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. What just happened, it's not a big deal. And then I just think about what I want, I won't say exactly what I want. I've been 2 years trying to manifest this, and I'm 100% sure this is gonna happen, like today. I'll keep telling that myself that it's gonna happen today, because I believe in myself, and this is gonna keep happening. So when that happens, with the thing that I'm trying to manifest happens, because it is gonna happen, I'll definitely talk to you about it on a video. But for now, let's just keep going. So that's what I've discovered, because I put out very negative things into my existence just by thought alone, and I manifested a lot of negative things just by giving it thought and effort and energy, and not saying those words that's a key. Just say it's not a big deal and move forward. Or just if you're gonna give energy to something, let's say that's very negative, just really try to put an effort to find the good in it, find the positive in it, so you can move on, so you can keep growing, so you can keep looking into better things in life, you know, like so you can switch your world, your scene, your program, your reality. So that would be my advice. The other thing is very important. Anything that's bringing you fear, try to identify what is giving you fears. Anything that if somebody's talking about something that it sounds so fearful, like they're in fear, or it could provoke some sort of fear in you, really try to like not don't feed the fears. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't feed the fears. Redirect. That's one of the things I had to learn recently. It's actually that I'm starting to implement this. Redirect. Redirect the energy towards good stuff, you know, like the positive stuff. So because and I'm not saying like there's times that, you know, we're not perfect. Life just happens, and sometimes things just take you by surprise, and then you might realize, god damn it, I manifested this. But this is where you have to like, if I manifested this, okay, let's start thinking more positive about this. Be in those feelings, suffer, but after you suffer a little bit, come back and say, this was good, this was supposed to happen. Everything's always working out in my favor. So I needed to go through this so I can get better, so I can grow, so I can keep going in life, because you don't want to get stuck, you know, you don't want to be living all the time in the past. You want to really be in the present moment. At the same time, you do want to live a little bit in the future, but not get too attached to it. The important is that you live in the present as if that thing that you want, it's coming to you. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, this thing that you really, really desire in life is gonna come no matter what. No matter the people around you, no matter what they say, no matter what you have told them, no matter, you gotta protect your energy. And what I've learned, I made mistakes where I've shared too much with people about what I want to manifest or what I want to do and what I desire, and then I'm like thinking, because they're not the same way, they don't think positive like me, they have a lot of fear mentality, they have a lot of programs in their minds that society have given them, and they're not realizing that they are more in control of their own mind than what they believe. So they're not awake, you know, I'm sorry to use that word, but they're just not conscious about the goddess within themselves. So of course they're gonna provoke fears in you and gonna start saying that none of that is possible, or you're just a dreamer or whatever. And there's other things that you should be doing. Don't waste your time, blah blah blah. Anyways, you have to be at that point where if you have made those mistakes, like I have done it, like I have openly talked to people about like this kind of topic, this thing about being positive, this thing about you know, life is like a high-tech simulated reality. If you've talked about people like, we live in a matrix, this is, you know, you are in control of your life, you can manifest anything, you can attract anything, and those people around you don't believe you, or they're just like not really into those kind of topics, and you feel like very lonely, because that's how I feel most of the time. I don't feel like there's nobody around me that actually want to talk about this. They kind of switch the topic. Well, you just have to tell yourself that you're special, you're different, that's the truth, you're like 1%, and then also, so that's good, you're the 1%, you got to think like that, you're different, you're unique, and you're meant to have the remote control in your hands. So now that you have this control in your hands and in your mind, in your reality, now that you can change the scene and you know you could do this, now that you have the power within you, now you have to tell yourself that no matter what I do, no matter what I say, no matter what I've told people about, no matter their energies or their negative patterns or stuff, this will come into my life. This thing that I want to manifest in my reality will come no matter what. It's going to come. It'll be here. It's going to happen. You have to have such a deep, deep, deep belief in yourself that this, no matter what happens, no matter what I do, no matter what I say, no matter it is going to happen, no matter what, no matter what. And believe me, baby, you're blocking out all this nonsense out of you, because this is a key that I've discovered now that I feel like it has been working out for me. It gives I can feel my energy and my emotions and all that kind of stuff to feel much more calmer, much more relaxed. So this thing that I want to manifest will just come to me. So I'll keep you updated, but for now, I think maybe this would be my advice to anybody that's feeling like they want to manifest something and they still haven't been able to accomplish it, is that keep believing that no matter what you do, this thing will come, even if it's good, or even if your reality's upside down or not, this still will still happen no matter what. And then also, anything that's negative happening around you, you just have to keep saying to yourself, it's not a big deal. Everything's always working out for me. I'm lucky. I'm gonna still be positive no matter what. I'll try my best to be positive and keep going. It's not a big deal. And redirect all those negative energies, or don't just, you know what? As I talk, I'm just realizing sometimes I made the mistake that negative things come into my mind and I just like ignore them. And I think that's fine. You can just ignore them, say it's not a big deal. You can shut it off like that. But also, I think if you just think about it a little more, you can be like, well, okay, this happened. What is something that I can take out of this that is super duper positive? And then switch the energy, so that way when it goes into your subconscious mind, when this information is going inside of you, it's coming switched into a positive thing that happened to you, not coming into your subconscious mind as like something negative and staying there as something negative, and then it started to manifest again in a different way in your reality. So basically what you gotta do, any information that's coming into your mind, if you're aware, if you meditate and you're aware of each thought that's coming into your mind, then just anything that's negative, just try to like tell yourself it's not a big deal, and then like look at the positive and switch that energy into something positive, and then it's go into your subconscious mind that way. So when you go to sleep every night, anything that you've been thinking about, just switch it up in your mind to something positive, something good. Like, I think I'm gonna start doing that more and see how it goes. And I think that could be something that could help to manipulate or create more positive things into my reality. I'm not saying that my reality is very negative right now, but there's definitely things that happened lately that either I just got lost again inside of this reality, and I gotta come back into balance. I gotta wake up inside the dream, like I was saying before, and realize I'm the one in control. I'm the one creating this. I'm the one manifesting this, and I need to let go more, and I need to forgive more, and I need to have more empathy, and I need to have much more kinder words. Kind words matter. Kind, loving, positive, lightness in my heart, in my mind, in my whole body. I definitely think that this can help, and I'm just want to help you too. I feel like there's something in me that feels like I really need to help people out there. Like I feel good by giving out to this world. giving out to people that are probably in the same page as me, the most raw, the most real information that you can get, like a real person, you know, talking to you through the screen, not just like robotic person talking behind the screen that you just don't know what to believe in anymore. I have found really good channels on YouTube that really helped me a lot to understand a lot more about this reality and this high-tech simulated reality that we're living in. That's how I see it now. This is a really high-tech simulated reality, and you are the projector of the screen of your reality, of your movie. And like I said, never forget, God is within yourself. I think I'm just gonna leave it here, and hope you like this content. If you do, and if anything that I'm saying making sense to you and you're kind of like, you know, skip the rest, just subscribe, you know, be like, okay, I get it, I understand her, I know where she's coming from, I want to listen some more to her, and this is making sense to me, and I want to start implementing the same things she's saying. I think I'm just gonna start doing the same and see it, and we'll do it as a group. We'll see how it goes for all of us, you know. Let's see if this really works. So bye, hope this helped. See you in another video. Bye.